Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Sandoval, President of the University of Nevada, Reno. It is my honor to welcome you all to the third International Congress on Desert Economy. Unfortunately, I cannot join you in person for this year's International Congress. We're holding our spring commencement ceremonies this week here at the University of Nevada, Reno. I want you all to know how much it means to me, and I consider it a profound honor that I am now an honorary member of the Scientific Committee for the International Congress on Desert Economy. Throughout my career in public service, I've always believed in the power of working together, of developing collaboration, and a sense of shared partnership in our future. So thank you all for inviting me to deliver today's address. By reaching out and responding to each other's needs, we are building the potential for a more prosperous future for all of us. As I was working on the research related to my remarks today, what really struck me were the similarities that your region and your economies have with the western region of the United States, and in particularly my home state, Nevada. The challenges you are facing are challenges that we are also facing here in Nevada. The opportunities that you are hoping to leverage are the same opportunities that we are looking at in building a better and more sustainable future for the people of Nevada. The ideas that you have are some of the same ideas that we have here, ideas that are science-based and rooted in transformation that can come from a culture of innovation. We share a lot of common ground. Let's start with some of the challenges we are facing. Drought is without question one of the most pressing. There is no question that we are both facing intensifying drought conditions in our regions. It is a climate crisis that is threatening towns and cities and placing a huge strain on our communities and ecosystems. Compounding this problem is our reliance, both in your region and throughout the United States, in our capture of water through the use of hydroelectric dams. Though expedient and efficient when they were built, it is hard now, at least in the United States, to look back at the writings of John Wesley Powell from 150 years ago in America and see how predictive they were. As he traveled along the Colorado Plateau, along the Colorado River, gathering the information and thoughts that would become the Report on the Arid Lands of the United States, he could foresee how human demand might one day outstrip the supply. Our aquifers are now lower than ever before. Water is being withdrawn at too great a rate. You've no doubt seen the photos of Las Vegas's primary water source, Lake Mead, and how it has fallen to historically low levels. Managing our water resources has become a critical component in all of our planning for the future. The emphasis going forward has to be on building water resilience by spurring clean energy projects and bolstering grid reliability, by bolstering our drought contingency planning, creating more land repurposing projects, and building up our wastewater infrastructure. I've seen reports that you've also experienced intense wildfires, especially in your palm orchards and other vulnerable areas that have been impacted by drought. In the American West over the past few years, we've seen catastrophic wildfire event after catastrophic wildfire event. Just last August, for the first time ever, we had a massive wildfire, the Calder Fire, swoop over the Sierra Crest and into the Lake Tahoe Basin. And I would argue that as acutely as we are feeling this climate-produced water squeeze here in Nevada, many of the countries of North Africa are affected even more by this phenomenon. This is why gatherings like the International Congress are so important. It is time for the best minds in all of the scientific disciplines to come together to develop strategies in dealing with this challenge. Another similarity is our economies. You've no doubt heard all of the great advertising taglines associated with coming to Nevada. Tourism is our lifeblood, and it is yours too. I truly believe that this gives us a great advantage compared to other parts of the world. People like coming to Nevada. People wish to see your countries. They want to experience the memorable natural environments, the cultures, and visit historic sites. Your history is rich and captures the imagination of so many. I understand why so many tourists want to experience it. We also have similar economies that include a long history of mining. This is a history that was essential to the establishment of Nevada and continues to play an important role in your region and in Nevada even today. We are called the Silver State. It is apparent that phosphates wouldn't be the valuable commodity that they are today without the mining industries of your region. As we acknowledge these similarities, I think it's important to realize that our economic potential needs to strike that fine and important balance of not degrading our natural resources. Ideas and innovation based on sound science are the key here. Just think about the possibilities, many of which you are already leveraging. You are using desalinization techniques to fight the fact that you are only receiving about 60% of your average annual precipitation each year. The potential for solar energy production is simply immense. Nevada has made some inroads in this area as well. But the fact of the matter is, when you live in regions where sunny days are common, you cannot afford to ignore the energy potential. What really excites me is the potential to do so much more. The University of Nevada, Reno and our College of Agriculture, Biotechnology, and Natural Resources is playing a major role in reimagining what Nevada's environmental and economic future can look like. The Dean of our College of Agriculture, Biotechnology, and Natural Resources, Dr. William Payne, is one of the leaders of multidiscipline, multi-institutional research and innovation efforts aimed at improving food security, economic viability, and agricultural productivity in the dry areas of the world. Dr. Payne knows your region of the world as well. He's been involved in finding solutions to our most pressing challenges for quite some time now. The faculty at the University of Nevada, Reno isn't focused on just finding a new way for Nevada. These are highly accomplished scholars and researchers whose work has a worldwide focus. The International Center for Sustainable Dryland Agriculture at UNR is just one way we are reaching out to the world to solve the most pressing issues of our time. I believe that we can have a profound impact by understanding what you are doing at the highest level in your countries, where the impressive work done by your desert research institutes can align and find synergies with the work that we are doing in Nevada. The economic picture can also be enhanced dramatically through similar partnerships. You've diversified your markets by tapping quite strategically and successfully into the European markets. Here in Nevada, we would love to find out more about these successes. What succeeds in your countries can help us in Nevada succeed as well. So the message I would like to leave with you all today is this: the power of one is substantial, but the power of many working together can prove insurmountable. Working together while leveraging our shared strengths will be the key to our future. By increasing our research collaborations, encouraging the free flow of innovative approaches and ideas, inviting and nurturing a culture of knowledge that welcomes scholars to visit your part of the world and mine here in Nevada, we can create hope for the future and a path forward. A future that is sustainable and economically viable. A path that we can all be proud of because it speaks to the power of collaboration and a shared vision for our future. Thank you again for the invitation to spend some time with you. It has been my honor to speak with you today. Thank you.